5 people shot at downtown Pensacola nightclub. Police believe attack was targeted. By Colin Warren-Hicks, Pensacola News Journal, originally published on June 18th, 2022. So, 5 people were shot in a nightclub in downtown Pensacola shortly past midnight Saturday morning, according to police. All 5 victims, men and women, ranging from 21 to 45 years old, sustained non-life-threatening injuries. Police had yet to identify a shooting suspect as of 5 p.m. Saturday, and no arrest had been made. The shooting occurred around 12:35 a.m. Saturday at the Pelicans Nest, a self-described dance club with a hookah lounge located at 15 East Intendencia St in downtown Pensacola. Pensacola Police Department spokesman Officer Gregory Gordon told the News Journal that while investigators were still gathering evidence, initial information compiled by detectives pointed to there having been a lone gunman involved in the shooting. So detectives are still working through this complex situation to determine exactly what took place. It's believed the shooting was a targeted incident and there are no safety concerns towards the public. A statement from the PPD said, "This investigation is a priority for the department to continue ensuring the community's safety and quality of life." Although the shooting occurred inside the building, police officers located 3 victims outside the building in the club's parking lot upon their arrival at the scene, Gordon said. A 4th victim arrived at a local hospital a short time later, followed by a 5th victim's arrival and another unidentified medical facility. "Thank goodness that no more have shown up," Gordon told the News Journal. While first responders at first believed one of the victims to have been in critical condition, the person's medical status was downgraded after being assessed by doctors, Gordon said. Detectives were unable to identify a motive for the attack immediately following the shooting. "All we have is that it was a black male," Gordon said. "We do not have a motive," he later added. "There were a lot of people in there. If anybody saw something or knows something, give us a call. Anyone with any information about the shooting have been asked to call the Pensacola Police Department at this number." So, once again, America is proving itself to be the embarrassment of the entire world. Let's talk about a few things. There are no such thing as non-life-threatening injuries. The only non-threatening injury, I guess, is not being shot, right? Like, this doesn't make sense. But yes, I can assume there are people who can get shot and, you're not going to die. Like, doctors fix you up, patch you up, and you'll survive, right? But every time a person is shot, their life is changed forever, permanently. You don't know if they'll have psychological damage. You don't know if they'll be paralyzed, if they need amputation, whatever. Getting shot is never just okay, all right? It's life-changing. All of these people have life-changing injuries because it's something that they'll never forget, right? Another thing, our hospitals could be utilized so much more. I mean, in these 3 paragraphs here, so many people were getting rushed into these hospitals. They're like war zones. I mean, is America Iraq? Is America Afghanistan? Why are our doctors, who should be like trying to, lower the mortality rate for children who are being born, and also the women who are giving birth to them, because we have a very high mortality rate for a country as rich as ours, right? Why can't our doctors be utilized in that way? Instead, we have our doctors, wasting their expertise on stopping something that's very preventable. Gun violence does not need to happen, right? Let's do with guns like we did with cigarettes in the 90s, an ad campaign deprogramming people. I mean, we all suffered propaganda in the U.S. that was positive. They told us put down cigarettes, right? Put down the smokes, right? And so many American lives have been saved from getting cancer because they were deprogrammed from loving cigarettes or thinking cigarettes were just a harmless vice. No, guns are once again an obsession of our nation. And I want to make my point very clear. We need to abolish the Second Amendment, repeal the Second Amendment, however you want to say it. We need to get rid of the guns in our society, because all of these incidents and tragedies will not only continue to happen if we allow this culture and society to exist. I've moved from America. I'll never return. I'll go to visit, but I'll never live there, because absolutely the violence is getting out of hand. The mass shootings, we've had 317 mass shootings this year in the United States. That's almost 2 per day, and we're only in June, going into July. My name is Simon Hill. Thank you for watching. Please stop the violence.